Hi, how are you doing there, baby? She's so wonderful and great, Mom. Oh, I'm in a place where I can be a little more grounded. The problem I have with money is that it's not anybody's money that we know of, really. I mean, but like, what I mean is, who are we working for? You can question that. I mean, you can try to follow the money, follow the material, follow the lifestyle, follow the whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, it's possible to do something that means well, right? There's always some way through which, though, that the enemy can infiltrate, and I don't want to dwell. You know, it's bad enough that I live in the U.S. I mean, what I mean is, I live Western United States. Well, I think that we should have fled a long time ago, and it's not like that. I think I can still do that, but I don't see the trajectory right now. I see more of this other thing that I have to do, which is going to be good for my temperament. Really, I have some things to talk about, and I will, right? Just as you've always been here to hear what maybe possibly I had to say. Um, Astrologically, let's do a little of that. I did some, and let's see if I can remember what's going on. Well, I know that Jupiter is at the late degree Gemini, and Saturn is conjuncting Neptune. It's a very peculiar aspect in the sky. It kind of takes the edges off of Saturn and gives it a more like collective feel. Now, I want to talk about the subconscious programming, the subconscious mind, because Neptune rules Pisces, and it's very much of that like big, giant ocean of things that can be heard quicker, and you can really taste what's going on there more so than in the air, right? You're very sensitive in the ocean, even though it seems so vast. The truth is that you're kind of still you're touching each other with just that water, right? It really is like that. You can hear quicker, and I think the waves are interesting to think about underwater. Anyway, that's the way that the Saturnian return to Aries for everybody is a resetting. It's asking us to polish up I guess, our civilization, really, if we want to include humanity in on it, because they do feel this. It's like, talk about the news. Well, Neptune does rule this broadcast, like I was trying to talk about how the water conducts a lot faster and more potent. I talk about water now, even though that Neptune's in Aries, is because Neptune is Neptune, rules water, so now we're getting into temperament. Like, yeah, we're getting into temper, we're getting into the water heating up. The water could heat up. We might hear of some underwater volcanoes, I don't doubt it, or any volcano really going on. It has a lot to do with everything. So Neptune is ruling the mediums through which all of creation is rendering up, water being one of them. And but see, we're talking about mediums, so it's very nebulous. It's like reality of reality. Did we figure that one out? Like, where is it? Like, how is it projecting and reeling in, if at all, if it's doing that? Where is it? You know, have you ever wondered? You know, so. But it's here now. It's always here now. If you're watching this, there is no escape. You just have to take your deep breath and enjoy the now. The mind doesn't like it. But anyway, let me talk about, well, I was trying to talk about, I was just filming because my chickens were here, but I guess they got bored. I had some stuff to do, right? I've got a lot of stuff to do. I'm trying to get out of lower vibrational frequency, which would pick me up to do something for money, right? That will actually make a substantial amount of money if I really wanted to make it. But I just don't know. I don't know. I was thinking that I was getting ready to move or something for some reason, but so I just need to calm down about that, I guess. I don't really want to move. I was thinking about inviting some people in because there's the front house, you see, that I'm just kind of cleaning it out little by little. It's been happening, and right now it's kind of a shift over to cleaning out the sheds. Thanks for listening to this, my myopic thing, but really I don't know. It's a weird time, you know, inviting people in, people of which I'll just have to trust. I mean, I've done it before, and I've had nothing but I hate to talk about it, but you know, this one woman was a gaslighting narcissist. She was all for like renting both of the rooms out, and what can I say? You know, it's crazy. I think that the landlord and the renting thing is insane. I think that that's a really crazy thing, you know, because okay, kind of like me. Well, luckily I have this back house that I can start devising up and doing some real life self-sustaining moves, which is exciting, you know. But I don't know. I'm in a nice place. I like that I'm. It seems like it's the forest. I don't know. There's a lot of noise. You probably can't hear it. Here, let me just. Sorry about the volume if it's not that strong again. I probably won't put any of this video up because we're. Now let me talk about the Jupiter going into Cancer. When I meditated on it more, because it's in the sign of Cancer, it's moon ruled, and for in general, it rules our money. That's what Jupiter points at. And now when I talk about our, you know, I'm talking about yours, right? Because our is in yours, ours. So you know, if we're talking about in the United States, well, everywhere in the world though, I think it flies off the handle in with the Jupiter and Cancer because of emotions can get in the way of a lot of things. Like some people spend money based on emotional movement, right? I know that there's emotional spending, right? I think Aries does that. They can get depressed or sad, and then they'll try and they'll go and purchase some clothes or whatever and stuff, shoes or whatever. It's done so to kind of uplift their emotions, you know, because they were experiencing that emotions that were not happy. And so they'll do emotional spending. See, there's people that do emotional eating and emotional spending. I don't know. I can't do either one. Hi, hello, how are you? I see I got another subscriber there that I can't understand the hieroglyphs there. I dig them. I think they're neat. I'm sure there's a lot more that you're saying than just one little symbol there. So anyway, it's minute 11. I suppose I should play a tune for us. I'll play a tune. like to sit back a little bit because then you can see my handy dandy finger work, I guess.